D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma. What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this video, and you can read them for yourself, or you can just watch this video where I break them all down for you and then go about your way. Before I get started, though, also, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get shoved to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So let's go ahead and get started on this first story, sorry. Chris Hemsworth is reportedly playing the villain in the Mad Max film Furiosa. Now, the film has been delayed a lot of times, just because like COVID and all that stuff. And it is currently looking at a release date of May 24th, 2023. Now, Furiosa, which will follow the exploits of Theron's character as a young woman, is currently in pre-production with returning director George Miller. Now, Anna Taylor-Joy will be taking over the role of Furiosa from Charlize Theron, who played the role in Mad Max Fury Road, which has a little bit of controversy over it because there's, ageism in Hollywood, and they're all like, you couldn't de-age Charlize Theron in this movie, and it is a little bit of a, it does suck, because I love Charlize Theron. I love Anna Taylor-Joy too. So it's a little bit of one of those like, what do you do here kind of thing. But it is crappy that they didn't let Charlize Theron, continue the character, since her and George Miller both worked on developing this character. And she was basically the star of Mad Max Fury Road. It was called Mad Max, but he was like the secondary character of that movie. So also in it is Tom Burke. Now he's in an unspecified role as far as this point goes, as far as making this video. And I had reported on this before that he had took over the role for Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. I'll leave that story in the iCard section, but they haven't said who he's going to be playing. Now, Chris Hemsworth will be appearing in Furiosa. And on the podcast Blank Check with Griffin and David, the New York Times reporter Kyle Bachman, I'm just going to say that because I don't know how to pronounce names, who wrote the book Blood, Sweat, and Chrome, The Wild and True Story of Mad Max Fury Road. At the end of the episode, they had taken they had gotten into a brief chat about the progress of Furiosa. And he even dropped a few new tidbits, and he said that they are having Chris Hemsworth as the villain, who he had heard was called Dr. Dementis. Now, this has not been 100% confirmed, but Dr. Dementis sounds like a bad guy name in the Mad Max, universe and everything. And it would be interesting to see Chris Hemsworth, who I think has struggled finding, good roles outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that really resonate with audiences. He's been in a couple. What was that racing movie that he did that was really good? I liked it a lot. But, and he's very comedic wise. He's very good. But it'll be interesting, and action wise. He's also like, he was in what's that Netflix movie? Extraction. There we go. And Extraction 2 is coming out pretty soon. But he was very good in movies like those. And I do think Chris Hemsworth is a good actor, but and he does comedy really well and does those action sequences really well. But it'll be interesting to see him play a villain. Especially one in this like apocalyptic dystopian future kind of thing with cars and everything. I love the Mad Max series. Even from the first one to now, I've loved all of them. They're so good. I remember watching them as a kid. I used to set up my trucks and everything and play it, even though, action figures back then, they didn't have too many of those. But the ones they did have, I remember having them. And yeah, I just liked it. So I think this is good. You know, I mean, like I said before, I like Chris Hemsworth. You know, I think he does a good job. And so it'll be interesting to see him play a villain. And I think this is a good opportunity for him to really stretch out his acting abilities and you know, play something besides, you know, the good funny guy sometimes. So that is my first story of the week. So for my second story of the week, Euphoria just ended its second season, and in my opinion, not on a good note. I thought the season finale sucked. That song was like so long. I don't know if you know, you know, but I was just like, man, can we fast forward and everything? But Javon Walton has just been added to the extensive cast for the Umbrella Academy season 3 now. He plays Ashtray on Euphoria, and if you saw that season finale for season 2, his fate has not been, you know, 100% confirmed, but if it is, that sucks. But and if you know, again, if you know, you know. If you don't know, that's okay. Now, who will he be playing? It has not been revealed as far as what character he's going to be playing in the Umbrella Academy season 3. But my best guess is he's going to be playing one of the Sparrow Academy members. Which one, I have no idea. I didn't read those comic books. I still haven't read those comic books. I probably should, but I haven't. But I do like this Javon Walton guy on Euphoria. So I think that this is a plus as far as the Academy, the Umbrella Academy goes. It'll be interesting to see, you know, who he is going to play and what he does in there. So who is Javon Walton, for those of you who don't watch Euphoria? He is in Euphoria, both season 1 and season 2, which I think he does a great job in that show. His character is very interesting. But he also was in a show called Utopia. That's where he first started out. I have not seen that movie. And then he also does the voice of Pugsley Adam in The Addams Family 2, which I did enjoy that movie. So I think he does a good job doing voice acting. Now, Netflix, they did confirm this. They put out this tweet, and it said, "I heard a rumor," which is from Rumor on there, which we'll talk about that actress, Emmy Raver Lapman. But she had said, "I heard a rumor that Javon Walton is joining the cast of Umbrella Academy season 3, and I'm happy to confirm that that is true." And I thought that was a fun tweet. I think that Duke playing off on that "I heard a rumor" thing is really great. And speaking of Rumor, that character, Allison Hargraves, the actress that plays her, Emmy Raver Lapman, she was asked about the latest season, and she said, "We're running adjacent to the graphic novels," which that kind of concerns me, but I think that they've done a good job so far, but we'll see. But I don't think Steve is beholden at all to the graphic novels by needing it to be something that's verbatim, it needing to reflect exactly what's happening in the graphic novels and what's happening on screen. But I do know that Gerard and Steve are in constant communication. So I don't doubt that they both know what the other has ideas and what the other is thinking. I think there will always be a connection there, but the further we get into the Umbrella Academy, the TV show, I think it's finding its own way. It's finding its own route, which is exciting. This third season, we're really doing our own thing. And I think that the show has found some really cool plots to follow and explore. Now, this does make me nervous in the sense that I don't know if I like that or not. I think that it's good to keep to the source material as close as possible with adding your own flavor. I think season 2 did a good job of that, but they added that one character in there. I don't remember her name, but she could mimic your powers. I think that was a good addition because I don't think she's in the comic book. But I think that sticking as close to the source material as you can while being artistically expressive is always a good thing. I think Game of Thrones is a great example of finding your own path, because I personally didn't like their path, and I don't know if this season 3, I hope that their path is not muddied and everything. I hope it's just good. That's all I'm hoping for. That's all I'm hoping for. So that is, and as far as Javon Walton goes, good for him. I'm super happy for him. I always wish nothing but the best for people. Now, that is my second story of the week. So for my third and final story of the week, Marvel is currently developing a Man-Thing Halloween special for Disney Plus. Now, they're making this project a complete horror themed special, which I think is which is good. And it's expected that they want to emphasize the horror aspects of the character. Now, I think that is also a good idea to have it at Halloween and focus on the horror aspects because the Man Thing is a little bit of a darker character. It's kind of like the Swamp Thing, and we'll talk about that in his origins and everything. But he's pretty cool. He's just, he was never my huge cup of tea as far as comic book goes, but that's how it is. Now, no one has been cast yet, but it says that they are currently looking for a big name to fill the role. And I think that that's also good. Maybe we'll get like an Oscar Isaacs, which is playing Moon Knight, which we'll talk about that in just a second. And I think that this does fit into that supernatural world. If you read the comic books, there are certain things that are, supernatural in the Marvel universe. And I think that they're touching in on that with Blade, with Werewolf by Midnight, which I'll mention that in a little bit. And then, with Moon Knight. So I think that that's always cool and it's always good. Now, this isn't the first time that we've seen Man-Thing in live action. He has made a live action. There was a live action movie in 2005, and it, which I have seen that movie, and it's not that great. But they tried, and in that movie they also focused on the horror elements of the character, but I think it kind of failed. They didn't. I don't think that they used the character correctly. I think they just used it as a big monster, and they focused more on the human characters that were. That movie is not good, but I do understand where they were going, and that might be where Marvel is going with this Halloween special. But we'll have to see. Now, who is Man-Thing? Dr. Ted Salas. Now, he was working in the swamp with his fiance and an assistant or like a colleague or whatnot. I can't remember all the names. Don't get mad at me because I don't remember all the names. But he was working in the swamp, and he was working on the super soldier serum that made Captain America. And so him and his fiance, they're working on it. But he thought they were working on the super soldier serum for the American government, but really they were working on it for AIM. And AIM also made an appearance in the third Iron Man movie. They didn't do a good job with that, but what are you going to do? They've already done everything. And his fiance and the assistant, they were using him as Patsy. They were just trying to get him to create the super soldier serum so they could give it to AIM, and then AIM could make, more super soldiers. Then he figured out that they were just using him. So he confronted the assistant guy, and then I think he kills him. I think he killed him, and then he runs into the swamp, right? And he's got his super soldier serum that he's like made or whatnot. So he's running into the swamp and everything, and his fiance, who's really just playing him, she shoots him. And so he falls into the water, and he drinks the super soldier serum. And that mixed in with the bio life around him, the swamp and everything, it turns him into the Swamp Thing. And then I think he kills his fiance, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Now, his abilities include superhuman strength, durability, and stamina, empathetic senses, chloronectic regeneration, anyways, size alteration, corrosive chemical secretion, and that's like he can like burn people with like acid fingers or whatever, teleportation, and that one's not like he just poof like Nightcrawler or anything, but anyways, portal creation, fear empowerment, reality guardianship, and plant manipulation. So he's kind of like Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing can appear anywhere on Earth, using, you know, the green, as it's called in the DC universe, but in here, this man thing can do the same thing. Like he just, you know, goes into the earth and then he can pop up anywhere where there's, you know, green life or whatnot. So as I said before, will this have anything to do with Wolf by Midnight's Halloween special, which they are doing also? I reported on they had cast Wolf by Midnight. You guys can check that out up there. And they're doing that as a Halloween special also. And will these come out at the same time? Now, I think they will, because Wolf by Midnight has had run-ins with Man-Thing, you know, and, you know, also Moon Knight is coming out in the 30th of March this month. And, you know, again, they're just bringing in all these supernatural elements to the Marvel universe. And, you know, will these eventually connect, maybe with Blade? I don't know, but it'll just be interesting to see where they go from here and how they do this whole Man-Thing Halloween special. You know, I'm down for it. More comic book stuff. I can't get enough of it. I'm, you know, I know some people might have superhero comic book movie fatigue. I am not one of them. I am down with the sickness and I want more. So you guys, that is my final story of the week. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Chris Hemsworth being the villain in Furiosa, Dr. Dementis, the villain for Furiosa? Are you excited about this? Are you not excited about this? Are you a fan of Chris Hemsworth? Do you think maybe he should just stick to good guy parts and everything? Or do you think this is good for him to find his range as an actor? How do you feel about Javon Walton joining the cast of The Umbrella Academy for season 3? Who do you think he's going to play? Do you like him on Euphoria? You know, what do you think about him as an actor? Did you know he has a twin brother? I just found that out while doing this story. It's so interesting. I like how they're like his brother who looks like him. I'm like, yeah, because they're twins. Come on. But tell me what you guys think about Javon Walton getting that part. I wish him nothing but the best. And then how do you feel about Marvel doing a Man-Thing Halloween special for Disney Plus? Do you think that this is good, bad? You know, do you like Man-Thing? You know, are you excited about this? Are you not excited about this? Who do you think should play Man-Thing? I don't have any casting ideas off the top of my head, but I can't wait to see it and I'm excited for it. All right, so tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye. Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my week in review.